update on my birth control journey. I ended my birth control, or I stopped taking my birth control on March 27th. So it's been about a good month and a half now. Today is May 18th. And I wanted to just check in and let you know what's going on with my body. If anyone's interested or have been watching this, this little, I don't even know, I call it journey. If anyone's been interested in stopping birth control or, you know, thinking about going on it, whatever, I just wanted to come and update you about my personal journey. So keep in mind that I have been following the Dr. Jolene Brighten's supplement protocol, and Dr. Jolene Brighten is the doctor who wrote the book Beyond the Pill, and that's the book that I got all this information from. So take it with a grain of salt, obviously. Just as everything, do your own research. I'm not a doctor and I'm not here to tell you what you should and shouldn't do with your body, but I've been following her supplement protocol for my particular hormone deficiencies. So I've been following that since I've gotten off birth control, and a little before that actually. So this could have something to do with why my body is the way it is now. But I definitely would say don't just go off birth control without having a plan as to how you're gonna nourish your body, what kind of supplements you're gonna take, going to a naturopathic doctor or a hormone doctor and talking to them about it. But for now, I'm just gonna go over what I've been doing and what my body's doing right now. So the first thing I noticed is when I took my NuvaRing out, I had my last period, which starts 3 days after I take my NuvaRing out, and I haven't had a period since. And it's felt like a long time, but really a month and a half is not that long. So I'm currently in amenorrhea. I don't have a period, which is kind of sad. It made me a little sad because I was like, well, if I follow this, you know, then hopefully it'll work. However, I didn't do any of the diet protocol that she suggested, and I have not been to a doctor, and I have not gotten my hormones tested or my blood work done or anything. There are some big life changes coming up pretty soon, so I won't have a doctor until I figure out things first. But yeah, so I haven't done those two things. I've just eaten healthy as usual, and then I've added in the supplements on the side. So I haven't had a period, and it's kind of crazy. I haven't had a period. I've had a regular period for a long time, or at least a period, whatever the period means when you get it on birth control. If you didn't know this, the period you get on birth control isn't actually a real period. Do your research on that. I'm not going to go into that right now, but I've been regular on the pill, and so it's super weird not having one. But like I said, it's only been a month and a half, so I'm assuming and hoping that eventually it's gonna come back. But I know that people say that sometimes you can be in amenorrhea for like a year or 2 years after you get off of birth control, and that's part of the reason why so many people, so many women have a hard time getting pregnant when they want to, because they'll come off of birth control and then they're like expecting to get pregnant, and it's like your body needs to catch up and adjust to, you know, the years of it being on birth control, and it needs to come off and adjust to your like normal hormones again and figure itself out. So if you are trying to conceive, I highly recommend this, and this comes from doctors as well, but like from what I've seen and heard from everyone being like, I'm infertile, I'm like, oh, maybe come off birth control a year or so before you're planning on having a baby, so you're a lot less likely to have problems, at least associated with that. So that's the first big change in my body. It's kind of weird, but I'm gonna continue to eat healthy, take the supplements, and eventually get to a homeopathic doctor who specializes in hormones, and hopefully get my cycle back relatively soon. So that's my plan. Still nothing crazy has happened yet with my body besides one other thing, and that's my boob size. And this is a little personal, so if this is bothersome to you, then shut the video off, but I'm gonna be honest and talk about what my body is going through. So I've always been a size 34D ever since I can remember in bra size, and yeah, I'm not that anymore. At first, when I got off, my boobs just got huge. Like, they got way bigger than normal. And then as the weeks went on, all of a sudden it kept going the opposite direction. And then they kept shrinking and shrinking. And I'm like, where are you going? Hold up. don't do that, don't go. And now I haven't gotten them measured, but to be honest, like wearing my bras that I literally just bought probably 2 months ago, that are 34Ds, they do not fit on me anymore. And it's like a very big gap between the cup and my actual boob, and even the straps start coming off because my boobs like can't hold everything up anymore because they're a little smaller than they used to be. And it's kind of crappy. I knew that that was gonna be, that could be a potential factor because it's, you know, hormones and birth control can affect your boob size and your body weight and everything like that. So I knew that going in, but I didn't realize like how much it affected it. And it's like a little sad. The other crazy thing I was thinking about though is, like I said in one of my previous videos, I started birth control when I was 15. So basically when I was going through like developing as like a young woman, I've only ever known to have larger boobs because I was on birth control, and I didn't realize that was why. I just was like, sweet, got my mom's genes, don't need to worry about this. And apparently that's not the case. Apparently my boobs aren't like as big as I thought they were. It was birth control boobs. So it's weird because I've only known that since I've been 15. And so I'm 26 now, and I'm just like, where'd the gals go? I'm kind of worried about them. They haven't called, they haven't responded to any of my messages. I'm really worried and I want them to come home. I'm being silly, but in all reality, it is kind of hard. It's a little bit, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, like without, I'm not talking into people's lives that like have cancer and have had to get their breasts removed. Like, God forbid, that's a horrible thing to have to go through. And I'm not talking about people who have small boobs. Like, I don't care what your boob size is. It's just that like mine has been a certain way for a long time, and I've like always liked that, and I've been cool with that. And now that they're smaller, it's like, it makes me sad a little. Again, that sounds so superficial and silly, but like as a woman, like I totally liked my boobs. And I still do. They're fine. They're good. They're just not as big. And so it's kind of weird. It's like a weird like transition, and I literally have to go buy new bras now. In all honesty, like if that's the worst thing that's happening to me right now, that's pretty fucking like lame. I'm trying to think of anything else that has happened, and I can't pinpoint to really much of anything. I did take, if you guys haven't read her book, seriously, just go pick up a copy or get it on Amazon, Dr. Jolene Brighton's book, Beyond the Pill. But I took the quiz in her PDF that comes along with the book at the beginning of this journey. And basically the quiz like is categorized by hormones, you know, and you just like cross off everything that applies to you in each category. And then at the end, you tally up your results, and she tells you like basically what hormones, like because of those symptoms, what hormones you may be deficient in, what hormones you may have too much of, and then, you know, the supplements that you can take to heal that and go along with that. So I took that at the beginning of this whole journey, and I was crossing off a lot of boxes. I took that quiz again just the other day, and it blew my mind after a month and a half how much has changed. The most I crossed off in each category was 2 boxes, which was hardly anything. So that's changed a lot, which is great. That means that I've had a lot of improvement and progress. So that's really cool to me. And it also just goes to show what birth control can be doing to you, like while you're on it. Like I was having a bunch of problems with PMS and a bunch of problems with just a bunch of different things that were going on with my body that I didn't realize really was associated with birth control. And now I have a lot less of those, which is really cool. So that was something that I like really liked to see. It was really cool to get good results back. That's about it. So I just wanted to let you guys know where I'm at right now. Be sure to give my video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of this kind of thing. I'm gonna just do whatever with my channel. I like to talk about a bunch of different things. So if you have anything that you want me to cover or want me to talk about, or have any more questions about birth control, or just honestly wellness, any kind of woman's wellness in general, you can hit me up, leave me a comment below. I will try to answer it in the best possible way I can for you. No negativity, don't have room for that. I'm not going to answer to it, probably delete that crap. I'm only looking for people who are wanting to grow themselves, learn something new, and be a healthier, more holistically well-rounded human being. So those are the kind of people I'm trying to attract with these videos. But yeah, let me know if you like it. Let me know what else you want to see, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.